paid in bubble wrap.
In bubble wrap? Wait, like...
Yeah, bubble wrap. I'm serious. I get paid in bubble wrap. I don't get paid in like having like conversations with my mom. She tries to like hoard bubble wrap at work.
Oh.
And she's like, my daughter needs this.
But what's going on with you, Liz? How's everything with you?
Everything is going good. I mean, I definitely locked in that job with ease.
Nice.
So I will be your friendly neighborhood weed delivery person. I mean, don't be afraid to say hello. I mean, if I just happen to ring your doorbell and bring you weed and just you recognize me, I mean, say hello. I won't be freaked out or anything. I think that would be actually pretty cool. But
yeah,
I got that, and I think I'm still trying to process. I told you last week after we finished the podcast that like my mom's cancer has reappeared. And I have been just kind of like jaded with the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because this is like, I mean, she fought for like 3 years on it. It was kind of going away. Is that remission?
Yeah, remission.
Yeah. And she was fine for a while. She wasn't getting any like treatment or anything for a little while there, like maybe like a year or something. And then now she's like told us that yes, it's back and it's in her lungs. And I would definitely try to warn people that like work in an area where they're warning you about inhaling certain chemicals that would maybe cause cancer. It's real.
Yeah.
So beware about that. And my mom works with lots of fabric, and they have told them, they're like, hey, beware these dyes from these fabrics. And it's a huge warehouse, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And she's just like inhaling that all the time. And yes, now there's cancer in her lungs, but I am quite jaded with the whole thing. Like I'm kind of like, I love my mom. I love my mom because she's my mother, but at the same time, it's just like we don't have a really good relationship. I mean, there's no communication or anything like that, and I just don't know how to feel about it. In a way, I'm kind of grateful that I'm feeling this way, because then when she does go, if she goes, you know, moves on to the next chapter in her being, that I won't be as sad. You know what I mean? Like I won't be so distraught about it.
Yeah.
But it is a lot to process. It's just like, I mean, just even the simple things. Like I don't have to put aside food for my mom or prepare or anything, but I do it because deep down inside, I do love my mom.
Yes, of
love
course.
That Korean bitch. But anyway, but she can't even say like, oh, thank you for the food, or like, thanks for thinking of me, or like just the simple things. I don't need a lot. Just like, hey, like that food was really good, or you know, just anything like,
just kind of some positive feedback.
Just some positive feedback. That's all I'm not asking for like huge gifts of diamonds and you know, like luxury stuff. I just want to be like, hey,
thanks for
daughter. Thanks for doing that. That was really sweet of you to think of it. Nope, nothing. I get paid in bubble wrap.
In bubble wrap? Wait, like...
Yeah, bubble wrap. I'm serious. I get paid in bubble wrap. I don't get paid in like having like conversations with my mom. She tries to like hoard bubble wrap at work.
Oh.
And she's like, my daughter needs this. And I mean, I appreciate that. That's why I tell her like, thanks for the bubble wrap, Mom. You know, I say thank you about everything.
That's her love language is bubble wrap?
Is bubble wrap. It's bubble wrap. Yeah. She doesn't even hand it to me in person. She just like leaves it like in the dining room area vicinity. It's just like, that's for you.
That's for you.
Or like, she doesn't even say anything. She's just like, it's just there, and you know, it's like for me, I guess. I mean, which I appreciate, but there's just like really, really strange communication going on. It's just the other day, I don't know. I think coffee makes me angry. Have you ever heard of that?
You think there's a caffeine in it?
I think it might be the caffeine because I was trying to work in the back room upstairs and my mom just came home and I was like, hey, Mom. I'm trying to be positive. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to try. I'll be like, hey, Mom. Because I heard her coming through the front door. I was like, hey, Mom. How's it going? And then it's just, you could hear the gate opening and the door opening. And you hear like footsteps. And you don't hear anything. I'm like, hey, Mom. Oh, hey. And that's it. It's just like I'm trying here.
You're trying.
And then I hear her like grumbling about all sorts of things in Korean downstairs. I'm like, damn it. Sometimes I wish I don't know how to understand Korean because I just hear it and it's just like, I can't shut it off.
It's like really negative.
It's just negative. It's like, oh, it's this. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to deal with this. What is this? What is this? This is weird. You know, like, it's just like, nothing is positive. Not like, oh, there's food for me. Oh, this is tasty. Oh, my daughters make green juice for me. Ah, so lovely. No, nothing. So I am dealing with that, but I'm like, you know what? There's a reason for everything.
Yeah.
So maybe I would have, if I was really close to my mom, like it would have kind of like destroyed my world, maybe. If she passes.
Yeah.
Like I might have like self-destructed. Because I've known somebody who's self-destructed because they were so close to their mom, they self-destructed. So I'm like, maybe it's a blessing?
I mean, yes, I can see that as a blessing. I mean, but it's sad too at the same time that you can't be that close to your mom, you know, like, because, you know, she's here, she is alive, and she is present at the moment, but there's this, I don't know, there's this wall between you guys that's really hard to break down when it comes to communication and just having a heart-to-heart talk. I don't think you guys are able to have that.
I don't think even if I got a therapist and I booked us a session, she would see it as a just like disrespect. You know what I mean? Because she'd be like, oh, you guys are cornering me. You know, like it would just be really difficult because I have come to my mom so many times calmly, like just recently, calmly trying to talk to her about my feelings. And it just escalated incredibly from 0 to 60.
Yeah.
And it went from the point where like I'm just trying to tell her exactly how I'm feeling, but not trying to disrespect her in any way. Then her just raging out and just like leaving the room and just saying, don't talk to me. You're ungrateful. All that stuff. So it's just, there is resentment.
Yeah.
There is so much resentment in my heart towards my mom. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I guess there's no, I mean, if there was a way that you know to like somehow fix that, you would have fixed it by now. But
oh yeah, because you know I like to fix.
Yeah,
I like to fix it.
Yeah,
I like to fix it up. I like to organize. I like to get everything together.
Yeah, and it's that must be really frustrating then for you to just have this piece of you that's the big piece of you that's like has a resentment towards your mom.
Yeah, I've tried to do so many things to fix it. Read books, read articles, try to watch videos on human psychology, try to watch videos on family therapists and all this stuff. And I mean, I just hear this happen so often with Korean parents. Like it's mostly, there's a huge percentage of like Korean American kids or, you know, young adults. We're not young adults anymore. We're adults. We're adults. Having problems with their Korean immigrant parents. And there is this resentment. I think Donna told me about the Korean vegan.
Yes.
She does this like all these crazy things. She blows up on her parents or something like. So I just heard something like that. Like she had a lot of resentment. She's stubborn. She'll she'll just go against her parents and stuff.
Yeah.
It's because they're so controlling that we do crazy things. It's just like the
act out.
Yeah, to act out is because we know that even though we approach them and try to communicate with them, communication is just not in their vocabulary.
Yeah. Gosh, that's so... I mean, I guess, for me, for my parents, at least with my dad, like, it's always been pretty easy to communicate with him, and my mom too, for the most part. I never had to have gone through that resentment with them or anything like that. So, like, just to hear it from your side and just to hear what you're going through, like, gosh, this is your mom, this is somebody that's supposed to be near and dear to you.
And a single mom.
Matter
of factly, like, it's just even more sad because she's the only parent I've got.
And again, it's not like you're not trying. Like, you try, it seems like you try in some ways, like, every day to just somewhat, like, be close to her or somewhat, like, or show that you care, whether that's making her a meal or juice or something like that, like
putting her plants up on a planter or something, anything. I try real hard.